Hi, and welcome back to my morning report. Chart proposals on Friday the 13th of March with me, Rich Perry, market analyst at Handtech Markets. Let's look at cable now, and this cable chart is under pressure. We've now had two daily closes below that old support at 49.50. Two daily closes, which basically just now reopens this July 2013 low of 48.12. Sorry, 48.12. And then you go all the way back to 2010 to see when where the next real levels of support come in. Just zoom in on that range there, and we're looking at sort of 47 big figure seems to be a slight element of support, but nothing really. And I say nothing really because there isn't really any real support until you start to get back towards the real lows of 43.40 and then 42.30. So some significant downside still potentially in this cable chart, and the weakness is playing out. Now momentum indicators are weak. Look at this, these stochastics have turned lower, even having sort of started to sort of flatten off, they've turned lower again. That is not a good sign. MACD lines now negative, not a good sign, and negative and accelerating. And the RSI at 29 can get a lot lower than this. Got to 24 back in January during the UK independence referendum, or the Scottish independence referendum. It got down to 13. So there is precedent for the RSI going much lower than this, and it doesn't look all that great. I think 48.12 will come under pressure in the coming days, if not today. Look at this as well. This is interesting. This is another instance of this dollar correction that we saw yesterday, finding resistance on cable, where I suppose you sort of rephrase that with the dollar correction that's found support, and then the dollar strengthens once again off that support. So that's resistance on cable, 50.20. So that is the big level overhead now. Interesting as well, look at this in the last during today actually. The lows that we saw yesterday are now acting as a resistance as well, around 48.90, 49 figure, around that sort of level. So that is another interesting thing to focus on as well. But I think that generally speaking, further downside in this chart. Look at the RSI on the hourly chart as well. Solid bearish configuration there, consistently hitting the sort of 60s level, then falling over and moving back towards well into oversold territory. That is negative. MACD lines on the hourly chart consistently below neutral. That is negative. It does not look good. So any sort of rebound I think you get on cable is a chance to sell. If you got it up towards 50 big figure, that would be marvelous, but I don't think you're going to get it at the moment. I think anything sort of around 49 figure up towards maybe 49.50 would be 49.50 being that old support from on the daily chart, that old support 49.50 there. So that is a level of resistance, so 50 pips worth there. So if you got it into that range, I'd be using that as a chance to sell. Anyway, I wish you good luck in your trading on cables today, and I'll speak to you later. Thank you.